Okay, so once again, we are live on a Thursday night. And you'll see I've changed the camera angle on the main camera here. A lot of painting streams I watch lately have had the sort of top-down view, so I thought I'd try it out. And, you know, if I pick up a miniature and start painting like this, you guys can just see it a little bit better than on the old camera angle. And this is the Candy and Cola miniatures from the Vanguard of War set, that you may have seen in the latest video we put up on the channel. So my chair's really squeaky today for some reason. Mad Cow says I'd say first, but that's just lame. Yeah. Benny Boy starting us here, says good evening everyone. Hello Benny Boy. So yeah, I think I'm going to paint these this evening. I've got loads of stuff all around me that needs painting. I'm in a bit of a rut lately, so maybe I'll do these. I've got a Medusa we built a few weeks ago, and I've also got some Dark Riders. I was originally going to paint them, but I don't know, maybe I'll do a bit on them. But I thought these Candy and Cola miniatures could be quite fun. Gives me a chance to paint some nice bright colours, hence why they're undercoated in white. And we have the stat card here. So as you can see, she's in like bright blue, bright pink, and I'll probably do the white areas more of a silver. Jay Thomas is here. Good evening. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep that at hand, so I'm gonna put that over there. Let me know what you guys think of this camera angle, I suppose we'll call it. I don't want to use this brush, that's a bit rubbish. What's this one? That'll do. So, and it's nice not having the tripod. It's nice not having the tripod near me, so I just feel like I'm a bit more room. Don't feel so claustrophobic. Jay Thomas says them boobies. Yeah, you can't have a female miniature in games without showing off the cleavage, right? I don't know whether to start with the actual skin. Yeah, let's start with the skin. Easy place to start. We can go straight in with the kid's left flesh, I think. So hopefully the stream will go alright this evening. Oh, I also have I've actually been doing some painting. I can show you that. I've been working on the squig off for my orcs. I've got to get used to this sort of camera angle. That way, everything's like sort of reversed for me. So I've been working on him. I've got to highlight the horns and the claws and stuff. And then he's got a bit that goes on top. I'm just keeping it separate just because it's easier. The only thing about his camera angles, I have to hold the miniatures on sideways. Bit of a shadow. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how he's turned out. Paint under his belly and stuff. Yeah, I haven't got no big guns on him though, but he'll be alright for transporting orcs. And you see the size of him. It's quite cool. Benny Boy Sutton says he keeps hearing rumours that the Lion is returning with the Dark Angels Codex that's on the horizon. Do you guys think this could be a possibility? I mean, it could happen. It could happen, but I don't know. These new codexes that keep coming out, they don't seem to have any new miniatures with them. So I'll be very surprised if it happens. You never know though. You never know, but if I had to guess, I would say no. I think if he was going to come out, yeah, it's like Benwood's son says, you think we've seen something more solid by now. I think so, but like I say, you just never know, do you? So let's just take my glasses off first. Okay, so that's all skin that area. Peter Nicholas is here. Hola. That Wargame is here as well. Hello. Peter Nicholas says, hey, who was first? Mad Cow beat you all to it. Yeah, I think there'd be... I mean, if the Lion was to return, you'd think he'd come back in like a little campaign or something like that and not just appear in a random little codex with no sort of fanfare. But we shall see. Congrats to Man. Yeah. I'm not sure if he's here now or not, but he posted while the stream was still scheduled. So Noel Gabbett, you'll have to tell me off if I'm completely butchering that. But it says hi guys, hello. Thanks for joining us. I'm just painting Candy from Vanguard of War today. Something different. Very rarely I get to paint something really, really bright. I don't play Infinity or nothing like that, so she does have that sort of Infinity feel to her. That's one thing that I find weird about this Vanguard of War. I don't know if anyone watched the video, but there doesn't seem to be like a set theme. Like, she looks very Infinity, but then there's stuff that looks really sort of chaotic, and there's demons and stuff. J Tom says, how's everyone going with their Shadespire painting? Well, I painted the warbands in the starter set. They are finished. We've actually recorded a game of Shadespire. I don't know when it's going to go up on the channel, but yeah, I've recorded that just in the Gaming with My Girlfriend series. Hoping to record another one. And we want to use the Iron Jaws and the skeletons. How good are the Iron Jaws, by the way? They seem really good on paper. We haven't used them yet, but they look really good on paper. The skeletons just look so slow, but who knows? They can bring other skeletons back and stuff. But I think they might be a bit more difficult to play. I don't know. So I really enjoyed painting the Reavers. Really enjoyed painting them. I've deliberately not painted the skeletons. I deliberately not painted the skeletons and the Iron Jaws because if we do film a game with them, I just want to keep them just in their plastic colours to begin with, and then I'll paint them in the future. Don't you mean losing to my girlfriend? Yeah, well, I've got to give her the better stuff. I've beat her a few times off camera. You've seen our Instagram page where I put up all the glory I got in one game with Corn. I absolutely just smashed that one. Got loads of glory. Got Annihilation at the end, which gives you like 5 glory on top of everything else. Noel is still busy setting up an Inquisitor roleplay campaign and making some warbands for that. Awesome. That does sound really cool. But deck building has taken a bit to get my head around. Well, I'm thinking of doing a video on deck building, and maybe getting some tips and stuff. So if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, I can get that recorded and put out over the next week or two. We're just using the basic decks that come with the sets at the moment. But yeah, if you want to see a video on deck building, if you want any tips, then that'd be quite cool to put one out. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll write that on the list. I'm hoping to film a load of videos tomorrow, so maybe that'll be one of them. In fact, I might even write it on the board. I've got a board up here. There we go. It's on the board. I'm hoping to do a couple more conversion videos, and maybe I'll do that video as well. So she's got some little bits on her arms, I think. Yeah, it looks like deck building will be a big part of that game. Nell said, is Shadespire easy to get into? I might want to introduce some friends to wargaming. Yeah, any game I can play with my girlfriend is easy to get into. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I watched Blackjack's deck building for starters. It's helped, but still more opinions are always helpful. Maybe I'll have to watch that as well. I have a rough idea of how I'd want to build a deck. So, you know, it's all a matter of opinion, I suppose, until you sort of try it out. But yeah, that could be an interesting video to do. I might have to put it out after the Shadespire video goes up. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to put it up yet. Maybe I'll put it up at the weekend. Yeah, it's very different to like Age of Sigmar and stuff, isn't it? But yeah, still good. Right, so I think that's the skin area, is just base coated. So you can have quite a light pale skin, I think. Yeah, exactly, we've got to start somewhere, and it's helped get people an interest in it as well. GW hit me right in the demographic target. Yeah, I mean, Shadespire is quite good value, isn't it? It's only at £40. I don't even get a load of miniatures in it, but it's all really good. I want these light blue areas. I'm going to start with Techless Blue because it's my favourite blue. Simplest game with a ton of accessories. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be 8 warbands in total. Really love the skeleton miniatures. I think they're beautiful. Right, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get in shot. Are they releasing generic cards of all the other warbands too? I'd assume they'd all come with their own cards in there as well, yeah. Man, such a shame YouTube chat doesn't allow you to upload pictures. Would love to show off some of the conversions and painting I'm doing at the moment from Quizzer. Well, Noel, there is an email address at the bottom of the screen, and you can feel free to email anything you want there, and I can show them off with the rest of the viewers. If you're happy for me to show them off on screen, otherwise I can just look at them. Yeah. We've done that before quite a few times on the show. People emailing pictures and I can show them off. I'd love to see them. But yeah, I think if YouTube chat allowed pictures, it would just be chaos. People would just be posting up memes and all sorts. It would just be madness. Hip Hop Teletubby is here. Says, how's it going? It's going very well. What's on the menu? I'm just painting Candy from the Vanguard of War game. Whether I get anything else painted up for this game this side of Christmas, who knows, but I just really like Candy and Cola in Super Dungeon Explorer, and the fact that they sort of have her in this game as well. Completely different setting. Quite interesting. So I thought, got to paint her up first. Anyone else got the annual common cold yet? No, I haven't. As far as I can remember, I haven't been ill at all for like a year now. Because it was my mate's birthday last year, and I was really ill, so I missed his meal. And his birthday's just gone last week, so that's been a year since I was last sort of ill of any kind. I haven't had no colds or nothing as far as I can remember, and I normally remember them. So touch wood. Hopefully I can last until the new year at least. Cool. Jay Thomas took some inspiration from Conversion Corner and built a foul blight spawn. Nice. It's funny because I did a foul blight spawn conversion even though I've got the actual miniature, but someone has requested that I do a playcaster conversion because they don't like the actual one in Dark Imperium, and I'm not a massive fan of it actually. So that's a future one, although I've got a couple to work on in the meantime, so I haven't had a good illness in a while. Yeah, well, hopefully it stays that way. It's a shame there's not really more reference pictures for her, because I'd like to know how the rest of her armour to look. Now I want to try and keep her close to the stat card as possible. 2 more Halo vids. I don't have no Halo stuff to do more Halo vids with. And the company that makes Halo has gone bust, so I'd be very surprised if you see any more Halo. I can't even get hold of any on the cheap. If we can get hold of some fleets that are already painted for a decent price, then maybe we'll do some, but if not, you won't see no more Halo on here. Of course, unless someone takes over the IP and makes a new game or just continues with the game, then we'll be all over it. But until that happens, I won't expect much. I don't have no current stuff. All the stuff that JMac and that had, they sold it all off. You need to pray harder to Nurgle. Or pray to Zinch that you don't get no Nurgles rot. Yeah, the only Halo stuff I had, I mean, I still do have my Grand Command stuff, but it'll just be exactly the same as what you saw in the first video. But all the Halo Fleet stuff, why sell it? Because people just got bored of the game. They probably sold it all off to buy another stuff from another game, or maybe 40k or stuff. I don't know. Yeah, that's JMac, that one. But I know he really just had enough of Spartan by the end. It's a shame, because the miniatures were beautiful, and it was a great shame that they couldn't keep the company afloat. So that Power Fist is like pink. I'll do a little bit of blue armor on there as well. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to get all your colds and stuff out of the way, because there's loads of different strains of cold, but once you get them, you become immune to them. Yeah, my connections come up with the orange bar as well, so I don't know. I don't know why it's like that. Yeah, exactly. It boosts your immune system. So don't shower for a month, bathe in sewage, and eat rotten food. Nurgle will love you and your immune system as well. Not many others though. No, I don't think no one would love you after that. Sweet, yep, I have got the emails. I'll show them off momentarily. Just finish up this blue. So I've got to try and keep her in shot, haven't I? Okay, so actually give us a nice for these blue areas. It looks a bit darker on the camera because the light's so bad in here, but it's lovely and bright. brushing flame ball. I had another brush around here somewhere. I sort of just shoved everything out of the way. Oh, hang on. There we go. That's a good brush. A bit more blue on the palette. I'm sorry if the connection is a bit naff at the moment. If that sorts stuff out, because I'm just loading up these pictures. I say brah, it's just like the hammer. Really. Okay, so that's how she's looking at the moment. So, trying to sort a colour scheme for Garrick's Reavers is a pain. I don't want to do the standard red hammer. Yes, hardwood corn. Yeah, that wargamer says black and gold. There's literally with corn, you know, do red or gold or black or gold. Otherwise, it's hard. Right. How do we do this? Trying to remember. Oh yeah, while it's on my mind, there won't be a show next week because I won't be here. So just bear that in mind, regular viewers. So I do apologise. I've got no other free nights. I was going to do it on a different evening, but next week is absolutely just manic. Right, let's rotate this. So we've got 6 images to share from Noel, and this is the first one. So I always like to try and work out what all the from. Demon Jester says hello, hello. Actually, so yeah, let's start with these two. They're really cool. It looks like you're using a Plague Bearer body on that one. I might be wrong. Marauder Horseman arms. Definitely using some Gene Stealer Cult heads there. And then the other guy's got like some Gene Stealer Cult with some Admech mixed in. I really like him. Very cool. Yeah, we did. We had a discussion about old paint pots. Yeah, I've got some of the old ones. You are correct. Yeah, maybe one day we'll have some really nice dropper bottles or something from GW. Yeah, I think you were right. It was about 4 times it's been redone. Yeah, I think we came to that conclusion. Arms of Canoptech Spires. Possibly, yeah. Unless they're from the Talos. I think does it Talos have some of them little arms? Yeah, it could be Talos, can't it? No one will know. Talos is a really good kit for Blanjitsu. Some really good stuff. So that's the first 2. Let's get the next 2 up. And we'll have this handsome fella. I love this guy. Well good. So as you can see. So this was you who so you're the guy who did this, because I've seen this big Talos thing on Facebook. I didn't realise that was you. That's so cool. Yeah, I think even Jab sent me a picture of that during the week, saying how cool it was. Yeah, that's awesome. The Iron Strider legs with the Talos upper body, really nice, and loads of other little various pieces that can't make out what the head's from. Is it from the Skulls kit? Maybe. And the other guy's really cool with the chainsword. Really cool. So, and with the last two, yeah, I love that guy. We've got, is that? Oh, I'll have to show these. These got one landscape and one portrait, so we'll show one off at a time. Really sweet, isn't it? Oh, yeah, and this guy. This guy's a lot harder to work out what it's from, but I think it looks like it's got some Iron Strider stuff in there. So you've basically got an Iron Strider and a Talos and just mashed them both together to come up with two really cool creations with a load of other random pieces as well. They're really sweet. Nice, yeah, that one's definitely my favourite with the Iron Strider legs. That's awesome. And lastly, these handsome fellas. We'll just get them on full screen. What are the heads from? Are they Justine Steeler Cult or are they something else? I can see you got like some zombie parts and some Cadian parts in that. Yeah, they're really good conversions, aren't they? Really good. So I love all the Banjitsu stuff and Inquisitorial warbands and that. I just can't get enough of all that stuff. Yeah, I really like them. Very cool. Yeah, if that's not what the heads are from now. We'll base coat a tabard next, I think. Trying to know what all the colours are going to be. Yeah, we'll do the pink areas. I wonder if there is actually any painted examples on the interwebs. Plenty of the other miniatures. Oh, there's some more artwork of her, which is quite handy. There she is. If you go on Facebook and look for the INQ28 Facebook group, I think it's called the... I can't remember the full name of it. There's loads of good stuff on there. And if you ever look up the old Inquisitor game, so cool. So yeah, she's got a pink power fist on here as well. Okay, cool. I'll do her hair that colour. Nice. And with Necromunda coming out, you could probably use the Necromunda rules for your warbands as well. Probably work quite well. Right. This is a colour I've been looking forward to using. Warlord Purple from Vallejo. It's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I've made a couple of warbands now. One's more sort of post-apocalyptic, which I'm hoping be able to work well with Necromunda. I still keep thinking maybe doing a Shadow War game with my other warband. If we can work out what rules to use. Just finding the time. We haven't had a lot of time for filming lately. Okay, this is a nice bright pink colour. You can see it's nice and bright. Yeah, me too. We're probably going to sell the games on the website as bits. People want bits and pieces from them. I think they're just too awesome. They're just too awesome not to, aren't they? And the fact that they're you can buy them separately. Because if they were only to come in the box, then that'd be a bit more tricky. I've watered that down way too much. Mad Cow didn't manage to get much of anything done this past week. Car went in for repair and won't get it until next week, so I've not been able to go to the club and build like normal. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, them Necromunda games are just worth picking up for the bits themselves, aren't they? Even if you have no interest in Necromunda, just getting like the gangs to use the bits from should be awesome. I'm tempted to pick up a box of each just to have the spare bits for, especially if you're doing like the inquisitorial stuff. Really good for henchmen. Macco's now got two 70-kilo dogs he's watching until next Friday. Can't be left home alone at home, so can't go to a club until next Friday. That sucks. That's still quite a lot of work though. Prep work on 4 Titan weapons and 2 Centaur artillery tractors. That's pretty cool. Oh, HI. There we go. So a nice bright pink power fist. I'm very tempted though. Maybe, as I highlighted, add in some metallic medium or something. Make it look like it's a sort of metallic pink. We shall see. So I've been really bad as well for stuff. I've mainly only really been painting the squig off this week. Peter's also struggling to get much miniature work, but at least started a new warband for skirmish. Oh, nice. I've seen I got pink on my thumb. Try not to get that all over a miniature. Somehow I got that though. I must have been off a bottle. Jay Thomas has sent over a couple of photos. Noel says AK interactive oil effect is such a blessing. Cool, I've never used the oil effect. They do some really nice stuff though. Just throw on the desk. I have no idea what a Caucasian of character, but I'm terrible with dogs. My missus knows everything about dogs, but I'm completely clueless. But I assume that's quite a large dog. Yeah. There's probably a high fleet of Charker. That was the sound of Jay Thomas's email. I'll just do the pink bits. I just got a base coat of hair. Cool. You know, if a dog's designed to protect you against wolves, then it's got to be large. Our dog made a brief cameo appearance in the Gore Chosen video. He's a little sod. Luckily, he's not quite that big. Sometimes called the bear dog. Crikey. That's how she's looking now. Obviously I'll do shade and highlight, etc, etc, but just hoping to lay down the base colours. Okay, so I love that flamer weapon in the Plague Wing kit. I think that's awesome. It looks so nice. Excuse me. I'm fond of stumpy dogs like Bassets and Corgis, like the dwarfs of the dog world. So I just like average dogs like Labradors. But Mrs. likes all bulldogs and French bulldogs, so that's why we've got a Frenchie. She's obsessed. Just give this Power Fist just another little coat. Yeah, it's really cool. Noble stuff's coming along really nicely. I like it. I'm going to try and get the inside of this Power Fist. Very small little area, but I'm calling that Power Fist. It's probably not called. Well, I don't know. Looks like they took a lot of inspiration from GW, so it probably is called a Power Fist in the game. But what else could you call a big metal fist anyway? I'll just get all this pink for now, and I'll add the detail and later on. Okay. Yeah, there's like a sort of fly head, isn't there? So I used that on one of mine. I don't know if I got them lying around. Nah, they're not in there actually no more. My plague wounds. Let's use Scragbrand. Chose it to cover up some gaps. Yeah, it's quite a large head, isn't it? So we would cover up quite a few gaps. Oh, I've got to do the back of that tabard. Idiot. Oh, well, we'll get this fur painted first. That's too much bloody water now. Yeah, Blight Kings have some really amazing bits, don't they? That would be pretty cool to see like that fly head on something. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'm going to be doing an Orc War Boss on bike conversion for the conversion corner. So I'm really looking forward to doing, if he comes out right. I'm probably going to do some Space Wolf Primaris stuff as well, which has been requested. Had an odd one after gathering 7 units of 7. Wow. That is a lot of plague marines. Chopped them up and made them into the guy with the ultimate Death's Head grenade, hence the mace and spray weapons. Ah, cool. Yeah, he looks really nice. So I have to go back to the pink, get the back of this tabard done. I'll just do it all pink, I think. Okay, so that's how she's looking at the moment. Got really itchy here. I apologise. Yeah, I think I used that backpack as well on one of mine. I haven't got them lying around, I don't think. Let's get a picture of that back over again. Oops. Okay. Trying to work out what to do with the bottom of our legs. I might just do them mostly silver. Okay, so moving on. It's got like this grey sort of, looks like a snood, so we'll get that base coated. Yeah, it's weird because she's very sort of video game sort of anime style, but then there's some miniatures in that set what just look complete rip-offs of Warriors of Chaos. But yeah, definitely with the demons that have that sort of video game feel to them, almost Resident Evil like with some of them. But they certainly didn't just pick a theme and run with it. Seemed a bit all over the place. But the miniatures are lovely. I'll try and do some videos of it in the future, but obviously I've got a lot of stuff to paint for it. I really don't know what sort of colours to go with here. I don't really know what's going on there. We'll see. I have some pictures. So we have a couple of miniatures from Death. Really cool. There's a Necromancer and a Wraith. Really nice miniatures. Yeah, they look really nice, really gritty. I don't know if it's just because of a photo, but I really like the look. Well, everyone's got to start somewhere with like converting and that, haven't they? But really nice. Really nice. I don't know why I'm leaning over like that. No, they're really cool. I like them. I look forward to seeing some more of your warband as you do it. I do like the stuff from Death. Really cool. That little bit there could be painted pink as well. And there's a tiny little bit just there too, so yeah, I think once I do all silver on everywhere, she's gonna look pretty nice. I've got an idea what I want to do with the silver. Yeah, I really like that sort of monochrome sort of look. I really like that a lot. Sorry, I just replied to a text. Ah, that's awesome. Sweet. Yeah, I've got an idea what I want to do with the silver, so I'm going to base coat it with... use a scale 75 one, I think. I'll use heavy metal. This is a very bright silver, which is what we want. We want almost sort of a white silver by the time it's all highlighted and stuff. Like really super bright. I want to go back of the legs as well. Can't wait to start seeing people's custom shades by warbands. Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be nice if they could give you some sort of like warband creation thing where you just make up your own. I guess people are doing custom ones just using the rules from the existing ones, just like converting up miniatures and stuff. Yeah, that's it. There's not much chance of originality. Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of Skirmish. You can really, really just go wild with Skirmish. We haven't done anything on our Skirmish campaign for a while, but we will finish it off on the channel. The Skirmish and Path to Glory, they're basically there, and then we just sort of carry them on once we fit them in. So they're a bit sporadic, but they'll both be concluded probably this side of Christmas. It's just horrible thinking that there's not that long left to go until Christmas. It's like, oh, it's only about 6 weeks or something. Yeah, I just see that come up actually. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the dogs. Aww. Couldn't get a good picture. Yes, you never can with dogs, can you? Nah. Harry is here. He's here. Just came to say hi. Hello, hello. Wow. That's crazy. So happy about the weekend. Some hours to go and then we'll hobby the shit out of it. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, I can't believe it's nearly the weekend already. This week's gone way quick. And I haven't really done a lot this week apart from working. Whereas next week I've got loads planned. So God knows how quick that's gonna go. Yeah, we should consider ourselves lucky that Mad Cow's only derailing the chat with talk about dogs. That we can live with. That's fine. Everyone likes dogs. Yeah, you could probably ride it to battle. Yeah, I suppose they could make some sleeves for generic cards, but I guess the idea is to, because you obviously can mix and match your cards, so you can put the generic ones in with your corn cards or whatever. I guess the sleeves are just for the decks you build. I find it weird there's no sort of upper limit on, is it power cards they're called? Which is quite strange. I can't say I've never had that type of shit. Well, at least I never had the urge to show anyone. Oh dear. Yeah, I dread to think what's that like. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I can share a picture of the dogs if you want me to. I wasn't sure if you wanted me to or not. Oh, there's another thing on this one. Hang on. Ah, there we go. Aha. That's how we do it. Yeah, you can see the size difference. That's crazy. The dog, yes. The poop, no. Yeah, Matto, better not send any pictures of poop. Yeah. Wow. Certainly ride it to battle. And they're very cute. I don't want to see the dog shit. Does it seem that GW's new market strategy seems to be to force you into buying every single book that they make? Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? I just hope with all these codexes coming out, they're not going to get replaced too quickly. So she has got some silver lining going around this bit, but this brush has got no chance of doing it. Yes, this one looks quite... Nope. This one... Yes. This little bad boy will have no trouble. Yeah, whilst I like the idea of chapter approved, I'm not too keen on it having updates for books that are like only a couple of months old. Like, it's fine to if it updates stuff from the indexes, but I don't really expect there to be stuff from Space Marine and Death Guard codexes in there. Obviously, it depends what you take, though. Obviously, you won't need the Forge World Index if you don't have none of the Forge World stuff. Also, we try and get almost every book in, just so we've got them for when we do battle reports and stuff. I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind getting all the books. It's just when they start becoming obsolete and you end up with a massive bookshelf full of 7th edition hardback codexes that you can't sell for the price of a postage it would cost to send them. Thanks for joining us, Harry. I suppose if you're like a hardcore player for a certain army, though, you wouldn't mind getting a couple of books, I guess, but... I managed to obtain all bar 2 7th edition codexes, and then they went obsolete. I got all of them, plus all the data cards, apart from Dark Eldar. Which really sucked. Now I'm just doing the same thing again. Yeah, hopefully when all the codexes are just out, then they'll just come out and say like the index books are obsolete. Or you'll just use them for like older stuff what's not made for codexes. Yeah, I read that. Okay. So it's got some silver on there. It's probably a bit difficult to see on the camera, but she's got some silver trim. It's all very flat at the moment. I hate this stage, just the base coat and stage. Everything just looks terrible, especially when you paint it over white as well. But she's getting there. This bit I'm just gonna... I really don't know what colour to do that bit. Let's have a look at it again. Thank you. So, I think nice khaki colour. Let's go with Rainbow Brown. Just throw it on myself. Pardon me. "40k is old news. The new hotness is that Shadesfire." Gotta get in on them Underworlds. Until Necromunda comes out in 2 weeks, and then it's all Necromunda all the time. Then it'll be Under Hives. There's only one Underworld currently. Should have the others, and it'll cost me more money, so I don't really have. At least they're butt plugs so we can pierce the Underworld. Yeah, I'm getting a couple of them. I could really do with one for this girl, actually. We're talking about paint holder, yeah. Not an actual butt plug. She doesn't need one. A few years ago, some guy bought a pizza for 10,000 bitcoins. This was when they first came out and were worth 3 cents each. Today, that would have paid $7 million. So 1 bitcoin is worth 7,000. And who else is sick that they never bought any back in the day? Me too, Mad Cow. We could have gone in together. We could have owned GW. We could have bought out some Plastic Sisters. And we could have made the world a better place. Had we only bought some bitcoins. Isn't that incredible? $7 million. I don't know if I would have gone for GW, but at least I could make all the models I wanted. Yeah, you could have just made your own, couldn't you? For that much money. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's mainly used by dodgy people on the dark web. Well, at least it was originally. It's got a bit more mainstream, but... If you were a billionaire, would you still assemble and paint your models? Hell yeah. I'd have more time to do it if I was a billionaire. Particle Shorts say, hey Bitzbox, what are you painting? I am painting Candy from Vanguard of War. Very slowly, but she's getting there. Don't know how well the camera picks her up. Something different. Normally I'll just paint 40k or Age of Sigmar. I really want to start adding some depth to her. With some shades. Something that's small. If I was a billionaire, I'd buy US politicians to get any law I wanted passed. Thank you, Particle Shots. She's slowly getting there. Very bright colours. Makes a change. I think I'll just buy an island somewhere and just get away from all. Who knows? We can get the old Dragon off Nightshade out, and I think I'm going to shade all the blue and even some of the metal if I thin it down enough. Ben Fogel did a show with a guy who lives on a remote island. Nice. No, it's probably not in reality, but if he's like trying to like doing the whole survival thing, then it's probably quite difficult. But if you're a billionaire, then you know. Yeah, the Wi-Fi would be terrible. Parkour Shops says, how long did it take your channel to reach where it is now? I think we've been doing it for about 3 years now. Yeah, I think it's about 3 years. If you go back to our first bat rep, which is like the Crimson Fist one, that's when we sort of started doing it more frequently. I got older videos than that from about 6 years ago, but we never really sort of took it seriously. So this is how she's looking now, a bit of definition on the blue and the silver. I'll do the hair and the skin next, and the pink areas. Let's do the pink areas first. Is that crimson? That doesn't look like crimson on the palette. Obviously the shade darkens all these areas down, but I'll lighten them all back up. Even when doing bright colours, I still like to have sort of quite dark shadows. I might even try see what it looks like on that brown. Yeah, why not? We'll go with that. Now does anyone else know want to start painting models? Yeah, that's the idea of the show, it so people can come and paint along, just chill out. I always find it hard, like if you're watching people painting online, then that makes you want to do it yourself. It's always a good way to get motivated. Just found an old half pot of tentacle pink. Way classic. I've actually used a Carabao Crimson to shade all the other areas, all the flesh and the hair and the pink. Looks really nice on the flesh actually. I think the best thing to do, J Thomas, is just paint all the trim gold. Start from there. So this is how she is looking now, if the camera wants to focus. A lot more definition there. So I'll put her to one side to dry, and then maybe we can take a look at Cola. He is so cool. We'll get his fur base coat. I'm going to paint his fur the same way as the fur on her thingy. Thank you. Shame I haven't got my Super Dungeons Explore version of her to compare with. I've been really bad in terms of photograph and stuff lately as well. I mean, that's our Instagram page is a bit slow. I don't know if my squig off. I showed the squig off earlier. I don't know if everyone was here to see that. He's getting there. I'll try and get him finished and get a picture of him. This bit I just left separate. But we've been really enjoying doing the squig off. It's just not something I wanted to do on the live shows. There's a lot of, I mean, as you can see, most of it's just silver, sort of metal. I'll try and get him finished off at some point. Just trying to do whatever I can before Necromanda comes out. Is he a dog with a BFG on his back? He's certainly got a BFG. I think he's a cat actually. Cola. I think he's meant to be a cat. What? A fox. I'm sure he's a cat. He's definitely a cat in Super Dungeon Explorer, but he looks more like a fox here. I think he's meant to be a cat. He's got quite a feline face, I suppose. Tackle Shop says she looks great so far. Thank you. She is quite enjoyable to paint. That blue's really dulled down for shade though, but I'll get that nice and bright by the time she's highlighted and stuff. She's going to take a little while to do. There's just so much detail on these miniatures. But it's nice to focus on something different. But I've really got to start finishing some projects. I've still got this one that I've showed off ages ago. I've still got her on my desk. Need to get I've got a cloak to do. Really just got a cloak and a bow. And then once that's done, she'll be finished. And the cloak won't take long. Yeah, it's like Rocket Raccoon. I think his and her guns, they both shoot like soda. They've got like bottles strapped to them. Very strange. My orcs have sadly been neglected of late. That always happens, though. Everything just gets neglected. Yeah, they've definitely been in Super Dungeon Explore. There might be other games with candy and cola in. There's different types of candy and cola in Super Dungeon Explorer as well. There's like a ninja type, which I think is the one I've got. I think there's like a dark type as well, like a vampire type. Well, there may well be Kingdom Death versions. Yeah, I bet they're pretty sweet if there is. Oh, it's paint on me. Okay. It's a shame they're quite an impressive lot now. Is that your Orcs? Oh, it's nice to have a break from the same army though and go on to something else. You can always jump back into them once you feel like doing it again. What armies do you play in 40k or Sigma tabletop? Oh, that'd be easier to say which ones I don't have, I think. I've got Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, Demons, Primaris Marines, Tyranids, and Orcs in 40k. Off the top of my head. Oh, and I got Eldar Exodites as well, but not as many of them. Age of Sigmar. My biggest army is my Stormcast Eternal, but I've also got some Bloodbound. I've got Elves of different types. I've got Beastclaw Raiders, which we've been doing in the Path to Glory. I've got some Oryx and Ironjaws. And I've got a little bit of Death, but not enough to say it's an army. Oh, and I've got some Caradron Overlords as well. I think that's it. I've got about 3 Space Marine armies. We also have like a Bitzbox chapter, which sort of use sort of Blood Angels rules, but I never really painted a lot of them, so we never sort of saw them on the tabletop. But I got a really cool idea for a Primaris scheme for them. You'll see it if it works, because it might just come out crap. I'm thinking about trading off my Death Army. I've been thinking about getting rid of my Tyranids for ages, but I'm actually considering getting rid of some of my Demons, but I don't know. A lot of my armies need to be sort of packed up in foam cases rather than... A lot of them just sit on shelves at the moment, taking up a lot of space. And sort of get them all packed up. Just keep out the ones that I'm using frequently. With the Primaris and the new Death Guard and Thousand Sun stuff, I just look at the old stuff and just hate it. I only play Dark Angels and Deathwatch. Oh, yeah, I got some Deathwatch as well, but not a lot. I've only painted a Slaughter Priest and Sigma, and that scheme sounds cool. Yeah, what I want to do, I don't know if anyone's been watching any mini wargaming videos lately, where Chris has been using the chrome paint. I want to do like a half chrome and a half candy red scheme. We'll see. That could come out terrible, but who knows. I'm definitely starting Eldar in the new year. Any schemes you would recommend? Depends what playstyle you want to go with. It really depends on the playstyle and what sort of stuff you want, because then you could just pick one of the craft worlds. Unless you want to do a custom scheme, of course. It's really up to you. I want to do glow in the dark Drakari. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Like just paint all like the armor trims and like glow in the dark paint. If that worked, that would just look incredible. Honestly, couldn't care less about the rules any craft world will do. Okay. So I quite like a Yand, and my mate does them with the yellow and blue. Or Sam Hain's really nice. You could do them in a nice candy red, they would look amazing. That's right, we'll keep that out. Need a good blue to sort of match where we're going with the lightness. Take some Temple Guard. I'm gonna mix them. Mad Cow says, thinking about casting clear toe stealth suits. Oh, that'd be awesome. Pour clear resin and make a 1 mil thick shell. Spray that with Spastix Chrome, then fill out the rest with normal resin. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, that's the thing with that stuff, isn't it? It would be really cool, or it just wouldn't work at all. No, I think I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, definitely. If you ever do that, then you need to share them results. I think I'm actually gonna just paint in where all the I want all the highlights being, and then I'll glaze it to be smoother. Or I might even just keep them as thin highlights. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. Always like doing challenging colour schemes. I've done black and white, so how about yellow? Yeah, do yellow. Do a Yand and then the yellow and blue looks really nice together. There we go, it's settled. So I'm painting, I'm not even got it in shot. Getting really bad. I'd love to get the camera set up to a way where it can be sort of more naturally in shot, but it's a bit difficult with the current setup. I need to have a complete rejig of this whole desk, just change everything, because it's just everything's in crap positions at the moment. Is it a challenge you can get the hang of? Yellow's not too bad, I don't think. The trick is to start with Avalanche Sunset, then you're good to go. As long as you start with Avalanche Sunset, you'll be able to get a nice solid yellow down. It'll be a doddle compared to black and white. To cast clear resin, I need to buy a vacuum pump though, and those are expensive just to cast up a few molds. Yeah, unless you find somewhere let you borrow one. Funny how the evolution of painting skill goes. Yeah. Tell you what, black is easily my favourite card to paint. Blue highlights look ace. Yeah, I love sort of blue and turquoisey highlights on black. I think they look awesome. Although I can't say I'm a massive fan of painting black. I really like painting blues and reds. I think red's probably the easiest card to paint. Start with basic colours and then maybe weather and effects. See, I don't know if I'd use weather and effects on Eldar. You don't really see Eldar looking weathered. Yeah, it takes a bit of patience to get the edge highlights nice and sharp. That's it, think about edge highlighting, you've got to keep them nice and thin. Something brush that out. I don't want this brush actually. Switch to the other one. Just switch to this one. So I'm just putting where my highlights need to be on her blue. Then I'll feather it out some glazes and stuff to hopefully get some nice smooth transitions. Stick that highlight there. Oh, you mean in general? Yeah. Yeah, you don't want it on Eldar. So I wonder if we're going to be even lighter than that. The lightest and brightest they do, isn't it? I'm just thinking maybe just adding a dollop of white into that. I don't know, a drop of white. Yeah, a drop of white. Just thinking about how similar everyone's hobby path is. Yeah, I suppose we all go down the same sort of path. Oh yeah, that's lovely, that's what we want. Trying to imagine what's the next challenge for myself. Well, for me personally, it's all about just trying to, and I want to try and do some on this girl. Just using thin glazes to get nice smooth transitions. One technique I'd love to master is like non-metallic stuff. That's about it really. Everything else I think I'm quite competent with. Oh yeah, freehand is something that I don't really do a lot of. I think I can keep my hands steady enough, I just don't think I have the artistic ability to paint anything more than just a few little symbols and stuff. Now, a trick with doing freehand is to use your use your fingers sort of here, and just sort of rest your fingers there on the miniature to keep your hand nice and steady. And that's sort of the trick to keeping a nice steady hand. Because if you're doing that, you're never gonna do it. Maybe wet blending. Wet blending's quite easy, especially if you use like a drying retarder. It's a lot of back and forth to get it right, but it's a pretty simple technique. You should probably give it a go. You'd probably get the hang of it quite quickly. I really fancy doing some Eldar now. Funny enough, at the moment I'm working on painting faster and putting less effort in per model. Yeah, I'd like to do that. Not so much with pieces like this, I like to take my time on these ones, but when I do these Dark Riders, I just want to do the bare minimum. Pretty much like what I did with the Eternal Guard. Now, I still haven't put the grass tufts on, but really hard to see because they're so dark, but these are sort of quickly done with the bare minimum. Really, the trick is just get a nice smooth base coat, slap on the wash, and then just do a highlight. That's sort of a good tabletop standard. Yeah, I suppose it is quite a lot of work with wet blending, but the results are worth it. Anyone else sick of leftover Halloween candy? No? Yeah, me neither. We bought a load in, and then completely forgot that we weren't actually here on Halloween. We're at my mother's, so we had all that Halloween, all them Halloween sweets, and we weren't here for any trick or treaters. So yeah, that war game is exactly the same. I went to my mum's, and my mum's, she doesn't live in the middle of nowhere, but she lives right on the sort of outskirts of town, so she don't really get any trick or treaters up her way. And she bought loads of sweets in, and she didn't get no one. So we just ate them. That reminds me to go to shop for some jelly sweets. Can't beat little jelly sweets. Yeah, we've still got some Haribo stuff left. I always buy a shitload of candy for Halloween, but never have any trick-or-treaters. Halloween isn't really celebrated here, except for teens dressing up in slut uniforms for weekends partying. Yeah, we have that too. That's funny. I don't think Halloween used to be that big over here until sort of quite recently, sort of in the last sort of 20, 30 years sort of thing. I mean, trick-or-treating is a bizarre thing, isn't it? Because you teach your children not to talk to strangers and certainly never take sweets off them. And then one night a year, you just send them off to random people's houses. It's bizarre. I know a lot of mums are actually against it. Big thing here is this ridiculous thing called trunk or treat. Never heard of that. We do have a similar tradition, though, which is called. Am I meant to pronounce that? 20. Das Soppers Julenut. That's probably terrible. I think it's 20 days after Christmas. Kids go around and sweep away Christmas away and get candy. I think everything sounds sexual in nature to you, Mad Cow. I think we're going to get back with the Kislev flesh first. Everyone goes and park at the church and pass out candy from the trunks of their car. That doesn't sound too bad. I was expecting it to be something stupid. Yeah, we call it the boot. Yeah, the boot. Yeah, we call candy sweets as well. Don't really say candy. Even though we've got candy here. And we have amazing sweets. I watched this video once of like some on some American channel. They were trying out British sweets. I can't believe they didn't actually have some of that stuff. Because I think one of them was Maltesers. It's like, oh, they're like the best thing ever. I mean, you might have some sort of similar version, maybe. J. Thomas says, "What is it? What is Maltesers? They're just like the best sweets ever. Like sort of little chocolate balls with like sort of malty, biscuity middle. Oh, lovely. My favourite. Finland is known for our licorice candy. I don't mind licorice stuff. But we have a lot of it. We do have like licorice sort of stuff over here, but not a lot. You need to send me some Maltesers for my next Patreon. We have a land of diabetes and high blood pressure. Here it's called a wobber. Maybe I will, Mad Cow, maybe I will. Also, it's worth noting, when you get near Christmas, we do start putting little sweets in our orders. We put stuff out of the Quali Street, roses, heroes and celebrations. I think we get as well. So you get little. So it's actually you get little Maltesers in the heroes. So I'll have to save some if I can. They're just so nice. Yeah, I suppose that sounds like malted milk balls would be very similar to what they are, because they are basically that sort of thing. Lovely. We just have to give them silly names over here. Another thing was one of my favourites is Kinder Bueno. Oh, love them. I know in the States you can't have Kinder eggs. I don't know if you have Buenos over there. They're lovely. Saying you have licorice is like saying Americans have good beer and coffee. I didn't say we had good licorice, I just said that we had some. You can buy some, but I wouldn't say it was good over here. Yeah, have you not heard of them? Especially with like all the... It's funny because with all the with all like the gun stuff in America, like Kinder eggs are actually illegal in America because of the little toy could be a choking hazard. Yet like you can just buy guns. It's just bizarre. Famous candy here is Negabola / Negro Balls. Bloody hell. Has called some SJWs to have hissy fits as they deem it a racist name. They're just chocolate balls with coconut shavings on. See, I'm not a massive fan of coconut, so... But I suppose they won't be too bad if it's not overpowering. Yeah, I mean, say that name could piss a few people off. I didn't realise, all this talk of chocolate, I didn't even realise we've gone over the 2-hour mark. I've been enjoying myself too much. Yeah. We'll have to call it in a minute. I think I'm going to have to go get some chocolate. I didn't know the proper name for a Brazil nut when I was little. Oh, okay. Very random. So I'll just quickly neaten up some of the silver, and then we'll just have to leave it there, I suppose. I've got quite far though, I'm quite happy. Yeah, it's very easy to distract me. So here she is in all her glory. Now you can see these very hard lines of highlights. I'm going to run a few glazes over them eventually, and that should soften them to have a nice transition going from a darker blue to a lighter blue. That is the plan. We'll see. I'll post up pictures on Instagram when she is done. Probably be a week or so. So yeah, there won't be a show next week because I'm not here. I'll be out that night. I've got a ridiculously busy week coming up next week. So, yeah, there'll be no show. I won't be able to fit it in on another night either, which is what I originally wanted to do, but I just can't. So, yeah, I'll be back in 2 weeks. Whatever the date then. The 25th? I think. So, yeah, I'll be back in 2 weeks. And yeah, no, 23rd. So we're back on the 23rd. And I'll see you all then. Thanks for joining me. It's been fun. Hopefully this camera angle's been okay. And yeah, see you in a couple of weeks.